We all know that teachers do not get paid enough. And if you are new, you're especially maybe struggling, where you need lots of lesson ideas and you also have a very tight budget. So let's talk about where you can find free music lessons, activities, that kind of stuff. There's gonna be a variety of different things, both free and like free-ish is what I'm gonna call them. So let's jump into it. By the way, before we do jump into it though, make sure you click the subscribe button down below, because the first place that you can get free resources and free lesson ideas is here on this YouTube channel. I have literally hundreds of videos that have ideas for different songs, different games, different activities, different grade levels, all the different things that you need for elementary music. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, and then let's get into more free stuff. And by the way, I'm looking more at like free things and like lessons and ideas rather than like videos. So number one is going to be in my Becca's Music Room free resource library. So this obviously is going to be my top one since it's the one that I made. So I have lots of free things in there that you can get access to. I will leave a link down below. So basically what you do is you click the link down below, you sign up. I will send you the password to get into the free resource library. And then once you get in there, you can download everything that you want for free. And there is some good stuff in there. Some really good stuff in there. There's some things that I'm like, man, I should really charge for this, but I don't. So these things are all free. They include lots of different stuff, but a few of my favorites include snowball, solfege, and treble clef composition. So this is a really fun like snowball fight themed activity that's really great for winter time, where the kids get to throw the snowballs and compose, and it's hilarious and great. Number two, frog slides. This is a set of Google Slides that has 4 of my favorite frog songs, because why would we not just have lots of frog songs? These I absolutely love. I usually use them with like first grade, so sometimes kindergarten, sometimes second grade, but they're super fun. There's Google Slides, and I included the sheet music as well as videos of me singing them. So if you need something when you lose your voice, or you need a sub, or if you don't want to hear what it sounds like, those are all available for you. They're super fun, so definitely check those out. I have turkey and rhythm composition activities that you can use in centers that are super cute. And one of my newest freebies is one of my absolute favorite lessons, and that is the Kookaburra song. So this is a song from Australia. It's super cute. I include the actions, we talk about Australia, and I include Kookaburra 4 Corners, which is your 5th graders' new favorite game. You're welcome. So you can click the link down below to grab access to all of those in the free resource library. So that's number one. Number two, other places you can get free resources. Best Music Notes. I love this website. I use it a lot when I'm looking for songs particularly. So Best Music Notes has a ton of songs, and what I like about this is you can search by different things. So I can search by concept, so I can search by like things that have half notes in them, or I can search by countries, or I can search by themes, so I can search like ocean songs or patriotic songs, and it has just such a good library of folk songs that you can get access to, and it's super helpful. Some of them have games or activities to go with them, not all of them do, and I know she does have like a paid version that includes a lot of resources, and you're welcome to do that, but we're talking about free stuff here. So if you need songs especially, definitely go and check that out. Number three, YouTube obviously has a ton of different things that you can use, clearly because you're here, but specifically on YouTube, I love using body percussion play-alongs and rhythm play-alongs, or instrument play-alongs. All of these are great. So body percussion play-alongs are just what it sounds like, where there's like, you know, hands like this and you clap, hands like this and you snap. We were just doing that in 5th grade today. It's such a great way to get the kids warmed up first thing, especially at those like times of the year when they're just a little crazy, like, you know, Christmas, spring break, end of the year. These are great times. And I love these videos because you can throw them up and it occupies the kids for, you know, 5 minutes, and you can like deal with your life. I used to have I had a couple of classes that just, y'all, they had problems. They would come in and they needed this and they needed that, and it was just like constant like hands raised and things, and they could not handle downtime. So I would start every class with a body percussion play along so that I can throw it up there, and then I can go and solve everybody's problems when they first came in, and it would take care of that in the first few minutes, and then we'd be good after that. Rhythm play-alongs are great. They are so much fun. It's basically like flashcards, but it goes across the screen and you have lots of different rhythms that you can play. This is super helpful. There's just all sorts of different ones. Those of you who make these, like, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you, because it's life-changing. There's also instrument play-alongs, so boomwhacker play-alongs are great, percussion instrument play-alongs, like there's all sorts of different things. Basically, if you need something, type in whatever it is and then play along and you can probably find it. I'll link a few of my favorite creators down below just in case you're looking for like who might be a good one to start with, and then we'll go from there. Next up is Teachers Pay Teachers, also known as TPT. This is a website where teachers make products for other teachers. Some are paid and some are also free. We're all required to have at least one free resource, and most of us have quite a few. So if you're looking for something, you can go to TPT and you can search music lessons and you can filter by free, which may or may not be what I usually do. So you can click the free button and then you'll only see free items, which is great if you're looking for something and you don't have budget for anything. And then you get to try a lot of fun stuff out. I have some really great free resources. Other people have really great free resources. So this is a really good place to go if you need something that is available. And I love that you can search and just show what's for free. This is a really good way to just make sure that you're like finding, you know, what it is that you need. Next up is the Kodály Association. OAKE, the Kodály Association, has a ton of useful lessons, and theirs is mostly like linking out to other things. But you can search by concepts, which is really helpful. So when you go in, you can, you know, click on whatever it is you need help with, and then it will link you to all sorts of different things. It's kind of like a spreadsheet situation, and you can check that out. Now, full disclosure, I haven't looked at every single thing that they have linked in there, so there might be some things that you have to pay for, but I looked at a couple of things that were free, and they had some really good ideas and some really cute activities that I look forward to using. Next up is another song list, and that is from Holy Names University. If you're looking for Kodály approved folk songs, this is the place to go. You can go and search their database, and you can search by concept and see all sorts of different songs. I do sometimes like Beth's music notes better because there's a wider variety of activities and songs and things like that, and you can search differently. But the Holy Names University is really great for having those like Kodály standards especially, and they're really like research backed and really great. So that one's really fun. I will link all of these down below, by the way, just FYI. And next up, of course, there are lots of people who have blogs. So blogs are, you know, places where people write down their lessons. I typically use a video and a blog. I like do them in conjunction. So every time I have a video, I have a blog that goes with it, and vice versa. So that way, you know, you're getting the same thing. But other people have blogs as well. So my favorites would be Make Moments Matter. His is really great. He has some really fun activities on there. Podcasts are great too. There's Music Teacher Coffee Chat is a good podcast. The Anna Krusik podcast. I'm not sure if she's still doing that because I haven't listened to podcasts in a really long time, but I used to listen to those two a lot. I think Make Music Matter also has a podcast. So those are ones that I would check out if you're looking for podcasts or blog posts, and I will link those down below. Also, these people all have social media. So like come hang out with us on Instagram because we share a lot of things over there too. And it's not like no one told me to post things. All right, next up is free-ish. And so what I mean by this is, well, you'll see in a moment. First of all, NAFME. So NAFME is the National Association for Music Education. Is it educators or education? I don't know. And each state has their own like NAFME chapter essentially. So ours is called GMEA because I'm in Georgia. So it's the Georgia Music Educators Association. And this is free-ish because you do have to pay your dues. Typically your school will pay that if they are really cool. And so you have to have that. But then once you are a member, then you can get music lessons via the magazine. I actually still get mine mailed to me because I live in the 1800s, and if it's online, I'm never gonna look at it. But they also have an online magazine. You can access old ones. They have webinars. They have all sorts of different things like that. So I'm calling this free-ish because you might already be a member. And so if you're already a member, then it's free to you. If you're not a member, then you do need to join. So it's not totally free, but you should probably be a member of NAFME anyway. And on that same kind of vein, the ORF Association also has where you can join the ORF Association, and when you do join AOSA, then you are able to access a lot of their lessons. They have some really fun ones, and I like that they have a lot of videos of their lessons so you can see what they look like in action, which is great. And one final note, so those two are in my like free-ish category. And one final note, if you have more than one school in your district, see if your district has anything. I have a lot of schools in my district. I do happen to be in a larger one. So we have 55 schools. I think it might be 35 elementaries, I feel like is correct. So between 35 elementary schools, like we can find pretty much anything that we're looking for because there's so many of us. And so if I don't have something, like my current school doesn't have a curriculum at the school, but my old school had a curriculum, like curriculum books. And so if I needed that, I could reach out to somebody else and be like, hey, do you have this? And we can hopefully share that way. We're constantly like borrowing things from different people and doing that. In addition, your district might have some resources themselves. And so even if you don't have like, you know, other people to help you, you might have some resources in your district. Now, obviously, you might also not, just depending on where you work and all how big it is and how invested they are and all that kind of stuff. So take that with a grain of salt, but just remember, especially if you have more than one school in your district, that there might be options that you haven't addressed yet. Even if that means just emailing a teacher and being like, hey, I need help. I used to send kindergarten lesson plans to a music teacher like every week because she had always taught high school and she moved down to elementary and she was like, I don't know what to do with these kids. So I would send her my lessons because I was already doing them anyway. So I was like, here's this, here's that. And now I'm not saying that most people would send you all their lessons, but it is an option. Just reach out to people, and if nothing else, they can hopefully share like, hey, these are some of my favorite songs. These are some of my favorite games, that kind of stuff. And you want to reach out to them anyway because they have the most information. So that being said, there's a lot of links in the description, so make sure you hit that up so that you can see all the different places that you can get your free music lessons. And if you are watching this because you're a new music teacher specifically, I will also leave a link to, I have a free email course. It's like one email each day, and each day I send you like information about something about teaching elementary music. So one day is like how to teach rhythm, one day is like classroom management, and like all different things. So you can check that out. It's free, it's in the description. It's super low stress, it's not super stressful, it's not super long. I tried to make it really easy because I don't want to freak you out. But you can click the link to find all the things in the description. And I would love to know your favorite places to find free resources, so leave those down below as well. Okay.